Okay, are we live? Are we live? We are live. This is absolutely beautiful. So, let me just do something real quick. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by taking a lot of glass. A lot of the black stained glass and a lot of the gray stained glass. And we are going to start by just doing it like this. Oh no, my backpack's not on. So this guy, what do you have? Nothing that I want. Now leave. I'm hoping this doesn't take too long to get the glass, because I gotta get about 100,000 of each. I don't think that will be quite enough glass to finish the walls, at least the glass placing part, but I do think it'll be a good start. And what's nice about this too is, hey Camo, welcome. What's nice about the machine that I'm actually taking glass from is if I do somehow run out, I just set the filters and it will automatically make more of the colored glass that I need. How you doing, Camo? I would absolutely love to know. And hello to the other person that is here. Hey, yes, it is a lot of glass. I'm gonna be taking roughly 100,000 of the black and roughly 100,000 of the gray, and we're gonna place it all. And I got a funny feeling I might need to make more. I don't know quite yet, but we'll find out in a little bit once I actually get the glass. I wish there was a faster way to do this. What I think I'm gonna do, see, I already took about 60,000 so far. What I think I'm gonna do is do it this way, where if I pick this box up and then I need some blocks, tough will work, that'll be fine. So we'll do 2 blocks up and then put that there. Yeah, we'll put one underneath here as well. And then just like that. That should do me just fine. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing with the gray. And then that will allow me to get both of them super fast. Come on, thank you. Put one there, one there, one there. And then if we put one underneath, now all I have to do is flip these around. So not only am I dumping out 4 stacks at a time, I am also, alright, what's the glass grind you got going on? So this is all glass, and if I fly over here and show you, it's 8 blocks thick. The reason why it's 8 blocks thick is because I was trying to do that like infinite void kind of illusion, but it didn't quite work how I wanted it to. But now I've already committed, so I have to finish it. So that's kind of the rundown on that. So once we get down to about 120,000, I'm gonna stop these So yes, I'm just gonna break all of these just like that, and then do the same thing on this side. This is the highlight of storage drawers, because there's no real easy way to get these out of the storage drawer. This is, I mean, this isn't the only way. There are definitely ways I could do it, but endless clicking. So yeah, I have an auto clicker for this. I am not clicking this much by hand. I was using it in my last stream as well, and there's some shame behind using an auto clicker, but it's also like, it's my world. I'm the only one who plays on it. I'm gonna play it how I want to, and I don't want to sit here and click 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 for heaven knows how long. Holy shit, there's a lot of glass. The one and only infinite void. Yeah, it didn't work exactly how I wanted it to, unfortunately. I think I did the illusion wrong. I think I used the wrong colored glass. Watching on TV and using my phone for chat. Alright, sick. We have a lot of glass. So, what? 1, 2, 3, 90, 110,000 black, and we'll grab just a little bit more of the gray to have it about the same. Now I'm clicking. That should do it. No. Now that'll do it. Sick. So let me go ahead and put these back. And in my advanced refill, that is already on. So I will turn that on. And I think I'm going to start with the black, just because it makes no sense. You're going to live stream the server on Saturday? Yes, yes I will. I absolutely will. I do need to fill in some holes. Just like that, and I need to fill in this as well. Which, I don't know why I'm filling this in, because I do have to replace the roof down here. But, we'll get there eventually. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, as you guys saw on the title as well, I am not going to end the stream until, at the very least, all of the glass is placed. I do plan on doing the little detail ring that goes around, like all these rings as well. I guess layers would be a better word for it. But I don't know how far I'm going to get into those, so that will be interesting. I do have to see exactly how I did this over here to begin with, so I did go all the way. And this is cut andesite, and then this is polished andesite. So I need a lot of andesite, which I actually might have the andesite on me. I have 5,000. I need, what was it? Polished andesite? Shoot. Now I don't remember. That was polished andesite. Oh, that's chipped. Oh, that is so much better. So my masonry workbench is over here. Bro refuses to read more than one chat at a time. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm trying to play and read and do everything and be entertaining. It's harder than it looks. Is it just the black / grayish part you're doing? Or are you adding the rest of the colors to it too? So it is just the black and gray that I am doing for the walls. Like I say, it's supposed to be a bit of a like infinite void style, but I didn't do a very good job on don't know why I had to stop talking to do that. I didn't do a very good job on, actually we're going to keep this in my inventory, on actually making sure that the void effect was happening before I fully committed. So like I say, it's just it doesn't really give the void effect that I would like. Maybe it's a texture pack type thing, because you can see all the lines around the edges of the glass. So maybe it's a texture pack thing. If I got rid of the texture pack, maybe. But if I go into shaders, I mean, it's dark. Let me sleep real quick and then show you what it looks like in the day. I also don't like these shaders either. You need to put some sort of light source behind it. Yeah. I don't care for the shaders because it just makes everything dark and my full bright doesn't work. But I do really like the way all the ores look. I think that looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. It's too bad the stone and deep slate is really ugly. I was thinking about maybe doing like end rods periodically through it, but I didn't do that. So now I think what I'm going to do is eventually we can make glowstone, I believe. Can we make this? Yes, we can make glowstone. Potion of night vision and cinderflower. Cinderflower is just gotten by crushing netherrack, and you can make netherrack as well. So we can do an infinite farm, or sea lanterns. Now, can we make this? We can by haunting lapis. Can we make lapis? No. We can. Quartz and blue dye. Awesome. Tunnel through it like a mole and place random light somewhere. Yeah. Ooh, that could have looked really good. Yeah, it's the end rods, I don't believe have a very easy recipe. Oops. End rods. I don't believe these have a very easy recipe. I can't craft blaze rods, so I'd have to make a blaze farm. And popped chorus fruit can only be gotten with a chorus fruit farm. So, in theory, no, it wouldn't be very hard, but I didn't do it. Now, what I need to do is I need to figure out what height this is on. This is on -8. Actually, and then what is this? This is cut andesite columns. So we're going to go back over here and actually grab the mason table and bring it to the working area. I am not going to just drop lava behind it. That doesn't seem like a very good idea in my opinion, because I am constantly like digging through stuff. And I would run. Ooh, my PC doesn't like having the mason table in my hand. What is with... Do I have anything open that's not supposed to be open? I don't. Anywho. We're actually going to start with the columns instead. It is cut andesite columns. Cut andesite columns. You can get enough rods in like 5 minutes. No. Camo. No. I can't. Yes, the banana was made for Banana Man, because he was my first regular. Now, he hasn't been in my streams lately, but that is okay. The statue shall still be here, and it will be here in the next base that I build, because I do plan on building another base. So let me go ahead and place all this in, and I need to go to -8, which is this one. So that is where that is. Did I do... I did not. Did I? No. So what am I doing over here? I think I'm just doing it on the corners. So this needs to come over here. And then this also needs to come over here. And the reason why I'm having this here is because Nameless Man actually gave me a really good idea to have some sort of like aquarium or zoo type thing, or something more, we'll say, exotic, or some kind of a unique structure in one of the bits of glass, so that like the whole layer, it would be from this block here all the way up to this block here. Kind of a really cool idea, actually. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and it'll span the whole, I guess, length of this and width of that wall there. But in the meantime, I do need to, whoa. I do need to place this in. Keep my damn name out your mouth. Okay, Will Smith. It's actually kind of easier if I just fly. And then I need to figure out what I did with the corners. So the corners, I just did a 3 watt. Yes. So that mouse. So on the corners, I did this. I don't understand where the stuttering is coming from. I've done everything in my power to fix it. Anywho, we're not gonna cry over spilt milk as much as I want to. We are going to go up, -8. Ooh, I did pretty good on lining that up, actually. And what we are going to do now is we're actually going to put this away and grab the polished andesite. And we're going to swap this out. And now, I don't want that. I want that one. This will be our floor for the glass. And just like that, we are going to be out of the polished andesite real quick. Ah, I fell. What is this? Work faster. I'm trying, but I'm having unforeseen, gosh darn, lag spikes that literally won't go away no matter what I do. I've spent an ungodly amount of time trying to figure this out. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Literally, I've spent an ungodly amount of time trying to figure it out. I've updated drivers. I have played around with GPU power settings. I played around with Minecraft settings. I played around with OBS settings. I've tried... I know I'm trying not to be like Raven. I've tried Ethernet versus Wi-Fi. It's perfectly fine when I don't have OBS streaming. As soon as I start streaming, that's when it starts being a problem. And it's mad annoying. No, Akio, you're okay. Don't be sorry. What is this again? This is the polished andesite. Yes. So, I am definitely gonna need more andesite. There's definitely no way. Which might mean a mining mission. Because there's no way I'm gonna have enough. Literally none. Put this in my offhand. No, no one's betraying anything, Camo. Sorry, but I gotta have her side on that. No one's betraying anything. Now, how many? I need just one more block, and that'll be good. Alright, so now I need to bring this up, which means... So I'm not going to bring that up any higher than where... Let me restart that. Because that sentence that I just said doesn't make any sense. I am going to build this up here. And then, come on, extend on any. Yes, and now this is where I'm going to start this. You know what? Yeah, we're going to... If I put this here and then do a line like that. Perfect. And then we need to do another one. And then put that there. Yes, that is correct. And then we do 2 more lines. I guess 2 more layers right here. Ooh. Come on, gold. Get out of the way. Ooh, that is a hole. We're just gonna... Yep, do that. So now we have the outline. So that is what the kind of, we'll call it exotic, like quote, quote, exotic area is going to be, because I'm not exactly sure what else to call it. What we do need to do now is let's finish this. So that side is taken care of. This side is taken care of, except I do need to place this in. Am I already out of... No, I'm not out of cut andesite yet. And then once we get this all the way to the top, it should be a lot easier to really figure out what we need. Ooh, not go there. And then put this to extend on any. Yeah, we're struggling. We are high-key struggling. Alright. Perfect. Wow. This is awful. This is awful. Every time I change which way I'm looking. Do I need to have... I can't even move my mouse. Video settings. What if I turn VSync on? Because I have VSync on my graphics card itself. And then if I turn VSync on in Minecraft, does that help? No. What if I lower my render distance, which is at 16 now? What if I do... Actually, I'm going to raise it. Screw it. I'm going to raise it to 32 and see if that changes anything. Look at that. Why does raising my render distance to 32 make it smoother? I'm not going to complain. I really am not. So we need to figure out some stuff. So if I bring this out one more... I'm not sure what we're going to do for the wall here. If we just want to do black glass, I don't know exactly. But what I do know is this can come right here. And then the gray needs to come this way, black. And then we'll do black again until we can't, apparently. This is so hard to see. I can't imagine if it's easy for you guys to see, because it definitely is not easy for me to see. Okay, there's that, and now we can continue placing the glass. Perfect. What I want to do is black stained glass and then put all of this away. So I want to grab as much black stained glass as I possibly can fit in my inventory. Not in the stone cutter. Put that away. Because now we want... There we go. So if I place it like this, I believe it's only placing 2 stacks at a time worth of glass. Or maybe even just 1. Honestly, I'm not sure. We are going to come over here and do a little something like this. And then I think it has to be, yeah, break that glass. We don't need that extra. And then our last one will just foul the wall. Oh, yes. Oh, that is perfect. Boom. And then if we swap that the way it's actually looking, we can come over here and oh, that is absolutely perfect. So now we have that. We can throw that glass back and then grab some gray and do the exact same process, except black. Black. Oh, that is black still. Why do I have black in my... I don't know. But I need to get rid of it. So this is probably the fastest way to remove it. And not do that. Thank you. Put the gray in my hand and place it. There we go. And do the same thing all the way down. Why are you only placing... You know, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and think, you dumbass. You guys ever have that problem? Certainly no, I do. Now let's take all of the gray out of my inventory again. Fill it up full of black. Swap this out. Throw that out. And then place this to, or change this to, we'll change it to a vertical column. And then I've found that this is by far the fastest way to actually place in the glass. I think the server times every time I hang out with you. I think that's several. Oh my god. I can't read either, apparently. It says, I think that several times every time I hang out with you. Can't read. Can't think. Oop, wrong one. I want this to be right click. And then there we go. Now, since I am restocking from my backpack, I will always have glass that I can place. So it's not like it's a bad thing. It just makes things more convenient. Although it would be easier if I had black glass in my inventory. Oh, and I'm using a lot of experience. Nameless, you missed it. On Monday's stream, I made a destruction core. I made one of these, a destruction wand core, which allowed me to dig out the area that I am currently building in. This area. Well, this area. I made pickaxes, but it said no to me and used my enchanted ones. So I used 3 enchanted diamond pickaxes that were fully enchanted. Like, fully. Which really, really upsetting. But now I have to go through and re-enchant the pickaxes. Which, honestly, I might set up a small hyper enchanting setup to get like efficiency 6, unbreaking 4, fortune 4, stuff like that. Fully enchanted. Yeah. Like mending, unbreaking, efficiency, fortune, all that stuff. Fully enchanted. Oh no. I placed one too many. I am not. Oh my gosh. I have to do this by hand. Ugh. Going all the way up. How far up does it go? Does it go? How far? Okay. Yeah, it was really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But it allows me to, you know, make new ones, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Don't know why looking at it that way would be a positive, but we'll just call it as it is, I suppose. But yes, maybe a temporary hyper enchanting setup will be necessary. I do know you need a lot of experience to do the hyper enchanting, and it's almost not worth it, but it's also worth it at the same time. So I've never actually done anything with hyper enchanting before, so it'll be very interesting for me as well to learn it. Oh, why am I not placing that high? Okay, we'll figure that out in a second. I don't know why that didn't place very high, but oh well. This isn't placing very high either. Alright, let's go ahead and skip that. We'll skip the black and we'll start doing the gray now. And for here, I think I just want to put it on any and go up with it. That way, I just placed a whole bunch of black. Where black should not be. At least I have this portable drill that insta-mines the glass. Such a satisfying sound. I'm not gonna lie. It is nice. How far did I place it? Oh no. Oh no. I placed it so far. Great. Oh my gosh. I am really smart. I think if I just run, I should be able to break all of it? Question mark? I don't actually know. But once I get this glass out of here, then we can focus on actually placing the right glass in. All right. Now that we have that fixed, where did I mess up? I messed up over here. And then I messed up over here in the corner as well. Yeah, right there. All right. So that should be all of the mess ups fixed. Come on. Do I not have, I don't have any more gray on me. Makes sense, I guess. Black. All right, don't know why that has different data, but it works, I guess. And then the gray, yeah, we'll just place the gray all the way to the end. That works. And then the black needs to go to the same height. So swap that over to my offhand. Which, actually, I don't know why I'm swapping that over to my offhand. I don't need to now, because I'm just placing the same blocks over and over. So I don't actually need to move that to my offhand. And if I stop moving it to my offhand, then it'll just solve all my problems. Or at least I think it will solve all my problems. And we'll place that. What is going on up here? What is happening? I don't know why this is making such a big mess. This literally never happens. You know what? Oh, I was gonna say I'll just use my vein miner, but guess what? My vein miner isn't available because it's busted. Not busted. It's in a builder's wand. Gray, 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 black. Okay. This is actually annoying. What if I use my vein miner shovel? Yeah, that works. That works. Now, can we please stop having issues? I would really appreciate if we stopped having issues. Let's swap this to vertical. It's just one thing after another. Okay, so we have placed all of the glass that we can on that side, at least for the first layer. Okay, so we need to stop doing that and go down here and place the gray in again. But this time, we need to come up here. There we go. Place that in like that. Now if we place the black in. Yeah, let's just not mess up again. Like, how have I already almost placed 30,000 glass. 30,000 black, at least. I haven't even done anything yet. Gray, and then the black goes here. And then bring this all the way out. Bring one more. Okay, so how tall? So we went very tall with that. I think what I have to do now is just build on a, there we go, that way. So I have to build this up so I can actually reach with my jetpack. Because if I don't, then I won't be able to reach with my jetpack. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 5. Yeah, this is an efficient way to do it, I think. Looks pretty good, at least, in my opinion. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so let's take a look to see how far from the top I am. Not very. Okay, so now that we have that placed in all the way to the top, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back down to the bottom. Yeah, I have to go back down to the bottom to do this gray. So the gray, and then we want this to be vertical. That's it, just vertical. But now that it is out, we need more gray. And we're gonna stop roughly where... Yeah, this seems like a good stop, a good point to stop. We're just gonna go up now. Ooh, what is this, black? Black, black, black. We want gray here. I need to swap this to, there we go, east-west. Yes, gray is what we want. I need more gray. Build this all the way up now. Gosh, you go through the gray so fast. How far? Not that far. Alright, perfect. So we have that placed in now. And what I want to do now is change this to be vertical again. Man, I just gotta stop. I'm having such problems. I swear, I literally never have this much problems any other time except for when I'm trying to place it on stream. Hey, mind me asking, Nameless, if you're still there, how your day was? Because I don't know how to be entertaining right here, and I need chat's help. Not gonna lie, I'm not even doing anything. So I think that's the problem, because I am placing in glass, but I'm literally not doing anything other than that. So I need your help. Because all my server friends went away. They left. And I bet you're not here either. That's okay. I will figure something out. In the end, it is me who has to figure it out anyways. So, all good. If I place that gray there, it is roughly the same height. I don't even know. It kind of looks like it's the same height, but if you would ever read chat, you know I'm here. Yes, I saw that you had messaged, but not for a little bit. And I do read chat. I'm looking over constantly. How far up is that? Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Oh no, we're getting ready to go down. So we're just gonna bring this all the way up to this point. Place that there, and then there's that. Answer the question you asked me and you just never looked. I think several times. Fully enchanted. Really upsetting. Haha. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the question you answered was then. Which is my fault, as you can imagine. Yeah. Do you not see it? I don't remember what question you answered, so no, I don't see it. Right above when you said you'd know. Right above when I said you'd know I was here. If you'd ever read the chat, you know I'm here. All you said before that is ha, and before that is really upsetting, and before that is fully enchanted, and before that I think that several times every time I hang out with you. Those are the only things I see above that chat from you. I don't know why you can't see it. Yeah, I don't know then. That is weird. What I am going to do, how in the world have I already placed 32,000 black stained glass? I know why now. Why? Ooh. YouTube doesn't like the words I'm using. Stream settings. I don't think I can change that. If I go into edit, customization, live chat, message delay, redirect, trailer. Anyone can send messages. Reactions are available. Yeah, there's no way for me to change the oh, moderation basic. None. We'll set this one to none. Booty cheeks. Oh. Well. For the stream, I changed the moderation to 0. And I hope that is not a problem. Try saying booty cheeks again, but this time spelled normal. Because hopefully that will not be a problem anymore. I think I just want to get all the black placed, or at least to the height that I currently have it at. Which is this height here. 43 apparently. Yeah, that works. You see it. No, actually I don't, which is so weird. All I see is you see it. Bro, yeah, this is stupid. I even changed it to no restrictions on the chat. So I don't know why it's not letting you type booty cheeks. Which booty cheeks isn't even bad. Not even in the slightest. It's just booty cheeks. Maybe... Well, no, that wouldn't do anything. Unless for some reason I didn't save it. Edit, modernization. Yeah, who can comment? Sort by comments are on. Who can comment? Anyone. Don't hold any comments. It's literally set to none. So what if I cancel and then I just reload my stream page, which I don't think is going to change anything? Can you type it now? Because if you can type it now, then that is wild. Hey, welcome, Banana. So we have some fun today. We have some fun in store. Well, I don't really know how fun it is, but it'll be nice to finally see it done. All the glass needs to be placed. And I've already placed roughly 32, 40, say like right around 60,000 glass so far. And we're only 55 minutes into the stream. Which doesn't feel like it's 55 minutes. Come on. Come on. PowerPoint presentation, go away. You can do this. But yes, we're just building the walls right now. And You went to see Project Hail Mary yesterday and it was absolute cinema. I don't even know what that is. I haven't heard about it. Is it a movie? I'm assuming it's a movie, but either a movie or a play. Movie. If you give the, I guess the plot of it would be the correct word to use. Is that going to be a spoiler, or is it not really? Because I do tend to watch movies after I kind of like know what they're about. Like, I'm more likely to re-watch a movie than watch a new movie, is a better way of saying what I'm trying to say. I believe that's the better way to say it, at least. Stars die, but one not affected. Need to find out why. Now, when you say stars, do you mean like actual, like, out in space stars? It's about 3 hours. Well, that's... Honestly, I've noticed... Yes, okay. I've noticed that the longer the movie is, for the most part, the better. Like, look at all the Avengers movies. Look at all the, say, Captain America movies, or all the other movies that are in that realm. They're generally similar in how long the movie actually is. And they are great movies. Now, I don't know if that's just because director, which it more than likely is. But still, there's got to be some kind of correlation, right? Or am I just kind of playing games with myself here? Like, am I crazy for saying that? I might be crazy for saying that. So we'll fill up roughly half of my inventory with gray, half of my inventory with black. And then we go and place it in. And I'm hoping it places pretty far, which it did, but not as far as I thought it might. Oh no, it placed all the way to the end. I definitely think I over-prepared for how much glass I was gonna need. Come on. What is going on? I'm eating. Alright, guys. Take a quick water break real quick. Alright, so water break over. Based on that name, yes, it makes sense why it's a good movie. He directs some absolute bangers. Could I name any of them? No. But do I like the movies when I watch them? Yes. Seriously, if someone said, tell me one Steven Spielberg movie or your mom is gonna die. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. She's a goner. I just can't. I'm not good with names. Not very good with names at all. Ready Player One. I've never seen it. I'm told all the time by people at work that I need to see Ready Player One. And I don't think I've ever seen it. If I have, it's been a very long time. And, yes, Nameless, I probably have seen a whole bunch of his movies. But, again, I couldn't tell you what ones he directed versus what ones he didn't. What happened up here? More mess for me to clean up. Oh, that's supposed to be there. I know for a fact that I watched them with you. Well, I mean, yes, but like I said, I couldn't name any of them. And you've not seen Ready Player One either? Like I say, I'm being told by... This is the second time Ready Player One has been brought up today to me. And the third different person to mention Ready Player One. Not today, but second person today. But third person in general. Nope, he directed Jaws. Oh! Okay, I've definitely seen Jaws. I have definitely seen Jaws. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Look at that speed building. Oh, that is wonderful. Let's get these all up to the same height. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Oh, it can't do it because it is not in the right mode. Can I please place? What is going on? So confused sometimes. We're just gonna put this to extend no restriction. And then that should place... Oh, that placed all the way... Did not place all the way. But if I go ahead and place a whole bunch of glass down here... then we can get this placed in a lot faster. Well, not faster. This is gonna go however fast it goes. I have done everything in my power to ready myself for this build, including getting a bit over 200,000 of each color. 200,000 stained glass of each color. Let's see, did Norton's open up? Norton's did not open up. I have noticed that the stuttering is a lot worse when Norton's antivirus is open, which I don't quite understand why that is, but it does happen. So that's something that I just gotta watch out for. This doesn't belong here. No, that does not belong there. Let's see. Now, I want to put this instead of... So I want to put that on a build vertical, so that I don't accidentally make some stupid mistakes again. Put that on that side, and then the glass can come over here and follow suit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then if I go ahead and do that, perfect. Now I think I'm just gonna go back with it again. So black, 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 gray, gray, gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they're only... It's only 7 wide. Dumbass. I don't know why I told myself that it was 8 wide. Now let's go along the gray. And hope that I don't... Oh, I do have to start using... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I should probably figure out what I'm trying to say before I actually start saying it. Because it doesn't make for very good commentary. It makes for, yeah, like, well, you know, type commentary instead of fluent and efficient commentary. Like that just was. Until I went in just kind of what's on my mind right now. Because I don't really know how to commentate and entertain right now. I thought it was a little more natural for me, but apparently it's not. So we're just gonna build up like this, and then at the top we're going to, I don't know why I broke that. At the top we're going to place these down. Just like that. And then make sure we didn't miss anything with our free cam. Oh, well, I'm doing this wrong. That's lovely. This is supposed to be... Yeah, this is not right. This is supposed to be black, not gray. So let's go ahead and break all of this. All the way down. And let's try not to do that. Oh, I messed up so much. I swear I'm not this bad at building. Well, some might argue that, but I'm gonna argue that I'm not. It's like the core fundamental aspect of Minecraft. You mine and you craft, and then you build things with what you've crafted. And how you can suck at that with how much I actually play this game is very surprising. Hello, welcome, welcome. Sorry if I'd seen your message a little late. I am in the middle of placing a crap ton of glass. We've placed 60... I'm guessing closer to 70 or 80,000 glass so far. In an hour and 9 minutes. Why are you breaking the glass? I placed it in the wrong spot. So you can see right here, it fades into like the corners here. Where before I just had it like this on the end. So I need to make sure that the corners are kind of faded to the side, which means I need to break it and replace it with black. But then I need to do that with every layer as well. Yes. Okay. Looking cool so far. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a long process. That's kind of why I set myself up with this stream. Just because I don't want to have to come back and do this again in another stream. So this stream will be all of the glass being placed. So like this needs to go, this needs to go. This needs to go all the way back here, I think. That way. Yeah, we're just gonna break this. I miss doing mega builds. I went to one since SMP with my friends in like 2020. Well, we can change that. As you see, I'm no stranger. Although I wish there was an easier way to get rid of this. Oh, you know what? Actually, there is an easier way to get rid of this. So if we mine all the way down, and then we might as well mine all the way down here as well. I've not thought of an idea yet. I mean, I have an idea of something we could build if you want to. I always have ideas, not gonna lie. Now, whether I actually build them or not, that is a different thing. But are you allowed to spoil the idea? Well, okay. So the idea that I have is for my next base for this world, but I don't know if I want to do it because I think I'm going to go in a different direction. So I am allowed to spoil if I wanted to, but with that also being said, it is absolutely massive, and the base of it consists of, let's say the outline consists of a 300 block in diameter circle. That's just the start of it. So, are you willing to put the time and the effort into it? Because me and Hatter are supposed to have our base, but there's nothing saying I can't also build something with you or for you. I guess with you, because I don't want to build that just for you. That's up to you whether you want that or not. I'll need to know what the build will be, I guess. Okay. I can after stream I can talk to you about it a little more, or get in a Discord call and I can draw on paint or something. I'll just say it involves a lot of digging, it involves a lot of blocks, and it starts with a 300 block diameter circle. Just hit me up on Discord. Alright, sick. I don't think this is going to take horribly long. So, with it being... Are you even going to be awake? I doubt you'll be awake tonight by the time I'm done streaming. Because isn't it already getting late for you? And then this one needs to go. Yeah, this is definitely the faster way of fixing this. I just wish I would have realized what I did before I did it. Probably not, but you can still just leave a bunch of messages. I'm bothered. Or try to make up. Alright. I'm very curious and would like to do a collab mega builds. Alright. Yeah, we can figure something out. It would probably, honestly, we could do it as like a community hub if you wanted to. I feel like that would make the most sense for it. Ooh, I wonder if Chuck didn't already set up an area for us to spawn in. It would be a really cool thing. I feel like we should come up with an idea that adds lore to the world. For the theme of the next season, I don't think this is going to add much lore to it. Because it's more... We have set up a spawn castle in town. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my vision for this is more futuristic. Which doesn't really fit well with the theme. This is supposed to be gray, right? Yes. I don't really know how I'd make it futuristic, though. And I don't really have many ideas other than color-wise. I feel... Now, okay. I paused because in my world, Prismarine, you can make. So, I was thinking, like, Prismarine colored, kind of blues, greens, whites, a lot of whites, blacks, kind of thing. Where, again, I don't think that would really fit the theme. Even color-wise, I don't think it would fit the theme. Well, maybe that's where collab creativity comes in. Yes. You can probably add some of your flair to it to make it fit the theme a bit better. Absolutely. Then again, I don't really know the idea yet. Prismarine's cool. I think it would fit. Well, it's really hard for me to explain it as well because I have a mental image of what I want it to look like. And in theory, it is a very simple build. It's just big. If that makes sense. That's what she said. I mean, wait, what? What? What happened? I don't know what happened there. Yeah, this was definitely the easier way to do it instead of completely digging out everything and then replacing it. I'm glad I didn't do it the other way. Well, I was looking at my audio interface to see if it was picking up any background noise, and I accidentally broke my way through the floor. Don't need there to be a hole. No hole anymore. And then this is seems to be gray. Yeah, yes, I did beat you to it. I don't know what else I can say about the idea without it being definitely a spoiler. Which honestly it probably doesn't even matter. It's the only thing is I would say if you want it to be content, but it doesn't matter because you don't make videos. And I don't make videos on the server. So it's just streaming. Yeah, I'll tell you. So, we're going to go to So we're going to start with a circle. This is going to be, can I type? Where can I type? We'll just write it in. It'll be fine. This will be 300. And then I had the idea of having probably a hexagon be something like that. Maybe this be a little bit taller so it actually touches the sides. Something similar to this, right? And then in the middle be a square. Something kind of like that, but going down into the ground. Yes, 300 block diameter, not radius, diameter. So it'll be 300 blocks. We'll do it in yellow. It'll be 300 block. We're gonna raise the thickness. It'll be 300 blocks from here to here. That'll be 300. And then I haven't actually figured out what this area is gonna be. We'll do this one blue, what these areas are gonna be. And I haven't figured out what we'll do green here. These areas would be. It's not exactly perfect because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove that and I'm actually going to change that. Nope, undo that. Undo all this. I want the square to be, no, I don't want that in green. I want that in black. I want the square to be more kind of what I have in mind. Be something a little bit more like this. Where it's, so you got multiple different shapes. You got the circle, you got the, what, hexagon was that? Yeah, the hexagon, and then you got the square. So we'll do the outside in red just to differentiate. So this will be one thing, and then we'll do the next one green. This will be another section that's lower. They like layers down. Yes. So the red will be like, say, 40 or 50 blocks above the ground. And then the green will be, say, 40 or 50 blocks below the ground. And then the square would be another like 40 or 50 blocks below that. And then we'll do blue for the middle. And then if I take this and take the pencil, this will be 300 blocks. So we'll do 300. And then on, we'll erase this. We are going to go bigger on that. Erase that. And then I'm also thinking we have, no, I'll just draw it with this, I guess. We have things that, we don't want it to be yellow. We want it to be, let's do pink. We have sections that go down like this to the ground. And then it'll kind of be like stairs going all the way up, but like a grand staircase. And then this will be on all sides. So if I, I don't want to do that. Can I copy paste? Select that, and what is that? Remove background. Copy, paste. So let's just move this around. So it'll be not the best representation. No, I don't want to select this anymore, so we're just gonna... What just happened? I want to select this. Undo that. I want to select this. I just want to duplicate this, man. Copy. Paste. Over here. Rotate it. And then paste. Over here. Rotate it. Rotate it a little bit more. Anyways, yes. And then, yeah, and then you could have some kind of like big build in the middle. Ooh. To go with the theme. I'm not going to say it because I don't know if you want the theme out yet, but you know very well what we could build in the middle. And if we do that, then we need to have whatever the middle build is. Whatever the middle build is, we'll do that brown. Whatever this middle build is here should be some kind of event or store or something that looks like a... We're just gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like whatever that middle build is, whatever it may be, we need to do something with it. We can't just have this be empty. Maybe we do it as a PvP arena. Or we build it as community farms to help on the server. Build it somewhere fairly central to everyone. Yep. Well, that would work. That would work. I don't know how we would pull it off, but that definitely would work. We can think of what we want to put in it in the center over time. Like I say, first thought. Fits the theme very well. And they are more known where you are from than where I am from. Haha. Definitely should tell you what I'm thinking. Don't save that. I don't want that. But yes, that is my idea. Originally, I had the idea to have the different sections, like the different levels, be different farms. So like one level would be dedicated to all of the like crops and stuff, and then the next level would be dedicated to, say, all of the mechanical stuff. So like the tree farms, all the ore processing, all that stuff, and then the bottom would be just like storage. But since I've built my storage system, I don't think I need to have multiple different layers, not layers, multiple different locations to store items other than this area and my actual storage system. What is going on with my thing down there? Well, I'm very much more builder oriented, so I'd love to add in the detail, as I don't think I'll be much help building farms. I don't think I'll be much help building farms either. Definitely not. Have you seen my... Oh no, you did see my my farm, I guess we'll call it, to make the stained glass. The colored glass. You did see that. So yeah, I don't think, just based off that, I don't think I'll be much help with building farms. Definitely can't figure it out. What is that? But with how big that build is, let's say if we do go, well, even 50 blocks, we have 300 times 50. That's 15,000 blocks if we do one layer thick. In my head, it's like 25 blocks thick. Now, of course, it's not going to be solid thick, but like just the top of the circle is like 25 blocks wide. So that would mean it's actually, that would mean it's a 300 block diameter on the inside, which would make it a 325 block diameter if you're talking outside to outside. Actually, no, it'd be 350 because you have 25 blocks on each side. Let's just say it will be a massive undertaking if we actually do that. What should also be a bit easier with two of us. Yes. It will. We might have to add some kind of mod that would allow us to actually like take a full schematic of a build and tell us how many blocks there are, if that's possible, because with the Create mod you definitely can take schematics to see how many blocks are in a build, but it takes 57 years to get... It takes 57 years... Sorry, I will answer that question in 1 second. With the Create mod in the schematic in, it takes 57 years to actually load a schematic, and then you have to do manual math to figure out how many blocks there are. I have never used Lightmatica because Lightmatica, I couldn't find a port for Forge. Lightmatica is only on Fabric, or at least the original Lightmatica. Like, oh my god, like the good one. I don't know if there are other ones that are similar or exactly the same, just a Forge port. I found a port for our season. Ooh, okay. So we can do that. Yes. Yes. That definitely is exciting because I know I've never used Lightmatica before. And I've wanted to for a long time. But like I say, I just couldn't find a decent port. Or any port at all. I think we can just go up with it now. Yes, we can. Absolutely beautiful. It's got a different name, but it's the exact same mod. Yeah, it's awesome for big builds. See, even the schematic cannon, though, is awesome for big builds, too, if you want symmetry. If you don't want symmetry, the schematic cannon is not necessarily the best. Why is this not placed in all the way? But I'm definitely not going to complain with the schematic cannon, because I've used it at least 6 times, probably. And one of them was to see how many blocks was in my chest build, which is how I came up with the number 200,000. Schematic cannon is more of an automatic schematic placing, isn't it? Like Matica, one you gotta place each block yourself. Yes. So, like Matica, you build it in creative, and then you have to build it again in survival. With the schematic cannon, you build it in creative, and then you can just gather the blocks, and it just takes one step away. It's kind of like a, you built it once already, I'm not going to make you build it again type thing. So that's very nice when it comes to huge builds. But again, you can't get a very accurate block count without having to do math yourself, which I am terrified of. My friends will tell you, like my real life friends will tell you that. And it does, like on really big builds, it does strain your computer a lot to actually have the, we'll call it schematic in the world. How? You can't spawn on glass. Since when can mobs spawn on glass? Because I didn't think they could. And then, hang on, after I place these few in, I will take a look at your message. So give me 1 second to get this placed in, just so I don't lose where I left off somehow. Alright. Yeah, I'm planning on using schematic cannon for my main base build. See, I was too, but neither me or Hatter had actually gotten on a world and built it. So we're just gonna have to kind of wing it. Ooh, my bed. I don't know where my bed is. Actually, my sleeping bag might be down here. No, sleeping bag is not down here. Where's my sleeping bag? Am I blind? Get me out of the rain. Am I blind? Does anyone see it? I don't know where I left it. I guess we'll just go to bed. Haven't built it either, haha. Haven't really solidified my idea yet, because I know it'll take time to get set up, get armor, and build farms. So, I think I have a little bit of a race going on with lava. And I think the deal was who can get more diamonds in 10 hours? I think it's 10 hours. And I think it's diamonds. Anywho, the reason why I bring that up is because my plan is not to go for armor. My plan, yes, my plan is to get food steady. So crop farm, probably. Get wood steady. Get cobblestone and iron steady. Andesite. I don't need to automate andesite within the first 10 hours. But definitely food, cobblestone, iron, wood. And I'm either going to have to get lucky and find slime or cactus. Either way. Armor will be basic. Tools. Probably make a diamond tool here and there. But I'm not wasting any time. I'm going to make the essentials. And that is it. Because once I get what I need, it's over for him. But don't tell him I said that. Alright? Don't tell him I said that. It can be a learning process for all the farms, to be honest. I'm not that experienced with Create, but best of luck with the race. Yes, I should win. I see no way I don't win. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much more on that because I don't want to possibly give Lava any ideas, even though I know he's not watching. All I'll say is I've known Lava since I was like 10. Ooh, and you'll still put your money on me. Alright, that's fair. So I'm sure you'll win. Yeah, he said he agreed to 10 hours. Because I was like, dude, 10 hours or 5 hours is definitely not enough time. And I actually don't think 5 hours is enough time. I'm not gonna lie. This will be a fucking nightmare to try to cover up. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do it, but we shall see if it's even possible for me to do this and have it look decent. I think his plan is to just mine consistently and get fortune as quick as possible. Well, I'll do what I do best. He did say that he was just going to mine a lot. Which, when it comes to certain things, it's kind of futile. You know what the bad part is? I'm already sick of placing glass. I'm already sick and I'm only an hour and 42 minutes in. Now I just want to go and build my idea. I do have another idea of something that I'm going to build that I definitely am keeping under wraps because I've never seen it done. It probably has been done before, but I've never seen it done. And if it has been done before, I doubt to the scale that I want to go to. So that's very exciting. But again, we will see how long that takes because that's going to be a massive, massive multi-month build. Multi-episode build. Multi-video, I should say. Absolutely massive. I will say this, as do all of my builds apparently, it involves digging. Digging is fun. Yes, yes it is. Can I show you? Oh, I don't know which one it is. I want to show you something. I don't know which one it is exactly. It's like the one thing I go straight to do whenever I go to, geez, I cannot read. Whenever you go to a beach, that's what you do. Yeah, not like that, because I don't care for mining sand too much. But 'tis what 'tis. What I need is I need some of this, I need this, and I need this. Oh, yeah. Yes, that I do that as well. So which one is it? Is it this one? Yes, it is. Okay. So I'm just gonna walk the perimeter of this drill. Actually, we're gonna run the perimeter of this drill. No, is this the one? No, this is not the right drill. This is not the right one. Not the correct one. What about this one? Yeah, this one should be the correct one. Alright. Yeah, this is the correct one. So if this isn't a big drill, I don't know what is. Wow, this times 2. This has enough capacity in the storage vaults for 3 million items. So, which I don't even know. Yeah, there are some items in there already. So yeah, if you want, I can take a quick little detour and show you it in action. It's quite the sight, actually. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Now I need to find my minecart with furnace. I need to do that. Pick that up, and now I can do that. Would you like to see it in action? Wonder how we do the circular hole with the drill. This thing's called rope pulleys. Okay, so I will show you the drill. So yeah, we would use, they're called rope pulleys. Break from place. Yes, break from placing glass. So over here is where I did test it to begin with. And oh, I hate these things. Get out of here. Okay, I hear you. I don't know why so many zombies decided to spawn. Die. Die. It's like season 2 all over again. Oh, see, the drill would mine downward with the pulley and then make the drill the shape of the hole. Yes. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to make it that big. We'll have to do it in a lot of different sections, which is fine. This has nothing. Does this have anything? Ooh, my train station. What about, this way? What's over here? More lava. Okay, so yeah, we won't be able to make it that big, and we'll have to do it in multiple sections because of the risk of crashing the server. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Like, it is, it's just way too big. If it's a 300 block diameter circle, I mean, we're gonna have well, I don't even know how to do that math. I'm not even gonna try to do that math. Lock rotation, and now I need to place that there, and I need some coal. I have coal. Perfect. So now you can see just how much I'm actually mining out. Oh, and I plan on using this drill for some type of video. But we're making a massive space. That's a site. Yes, yes, it is. So I can tell you more. I know I've mentioned it before, but I can give you more details once I'm off stream, if you'd like. So let's see. It doesn't actually say how many. Yes, please. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Once I'm off stream, I can give you more in-depth breakdown of what I'm going to use this for. So I think the biggest thing that I don't like about these is if a creeper blows up, like if that creeper was to blow up right here, it would destroy the drill. So I would prefer if this creeper came over here. You have to let me know what you're thinking for the center thing, because I'm not sure what you were hinting at. Do you know what me and Hatter were going to build? Because if you do, then that will tell you exactly what you need. It fits our theme very... Oh, okay. Well, think of our theme. Think of all the things that are associated with our theme. And when you think of the theme... You mentioned that you could... Yes, yes, I did. It is... more, we'll say, I don't know the words. Normalized to have them in the UK than to have them here. Oh, and by the way, that drill is 64 blocks long by what? 64 blocks long by 16 blocks tall. Maybe. Ah, that's what she said. So let's get all of these put back in here. Haha is correct. Let's get some of my bread out. Some of my 3,400 bread. Okay, no, I need to go to hole. I need to go to home and sleep. Now I need to go to the hole and watch all these suckers burn. I think I'm just going to build this up here. I don't need that in my inventory. Build this up here so that it's level with the ground. Okay, got it. I want to make sure my base isn't too far from it, because I'd like to maybe build a road to sort of lead to it. You could do that. You know, you can build since we have this mod, copycat panels, or at least all the add-ons for it, you can build a very realistic looking car or buggy or train or really anything with all the different angles and like smaller blocks and stuff that we have with it. So that'll be very cool. This all needs to go. Interesting. Yes, yes, very. Like, so for my mod pack, the creator of the mod pack decided to go with framed blocks. These guys instead of copycat, and they suck. They actually suck in my opinion. That's why I said we should use copycat. And I'm very, very happy with that. Oh, I need to eat. I'll try to make use of the copycat panels. Yes, definitely. They're great for detailing too. Like, some of the stuff that people build with the the copycat slices, great for building. Adding detail to places you wouldn't normally be able to get detail in. Why am I breaking that? Why am I breaking that? Why am I breaking that, you dumbass? Place the gray here, and then continue placing the gray in. Place the black in, gray, and then if we come all the way up to where we stopped, that will be a safe stopping point so that we don't have to dig any glass out. Like that. Jeez, I'm gonna wear out my mouse after I'm done clicking all this. We want this to be removed. And then this needs to go black, 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 gray, gray, gray. Gray, gray. Okay, how much do we have left? Not as much as I would have hoped. I took 100,000 glass of each color out of my storage drawers. So it's not as much glass as I would have hoped to have left, but it is more than I thought I would have. I'm not gonna lie. I thought by now I definitely would have had to have gotten more glass. It's also kind of ironic that I work in a glass factory and I come home and decide to place tens of thousands of glass. Like, you'd think, huh, didn't you get enough glass at work? Yes, I did. I certainly did get enough of this garbage at work. But the build must go on. Despite how much I see glass, which is every day, all day. Well, except for Sundays, sometimes. Sometimes I work Saturdays. Well, a lot of the times I work Saturdays. Sometimes I work Sundays as well. I would consider Minecraft at least art. Yeah, in a way, definitely. I would definitely consider this art as well. I mean, some people do full-on art recreations in Minecraft. Like, they'll take like a Mona Lisa, per se, and recreate it in Minecraft. Or, like, I just watched a guy completely recreate the entire, not just a little bit, the entire landscape from Cars. I mean, it was legitimately probably tens of thousands of blocks worth of terrain that he made. He even made all of the characters too, including like Mac and the, I guess, the racers? I don't know what they're called. Like the sports cars that think they're all better than everyone. He did those as well. It was a sick video, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, no! No! Don't you just love it when you place the wrong color glass? Love cars. I can send you the video if you want. If you want to watch it. Hey, welcome back, Toast. Welcome back. Alright. Sick. I will send you the video. If there wasn't copyright issues, I would just watch it on stream. I'm not gonna lie. It's that good. So much glass. Yes. So I took about 100,000 glass of each color, and now I have what, black 50,000 and gray 50, 70,000 left. So I've placed 80,000 glass so far just in this stream. Placed what is this? This is gray. So I want the gray to be matched with that. Good lord, that's insane. So honestly, for Create, it's not that crazy. Because it's all like, it's automated and it's easy. Like right now, that's farming the netherwort. Come on. Load. Anyways, I don't know why my thing is not working, not showing up. But anyways, that's farming netherwort being put into composters and brought over here to make, well, with bone meal stored over here. The bone meal is turned into white dye. There's black dye in there. The black dye is combined with the white dye to turn into gray dye. The gray dye is then put into these mechanical crafters, which creates the gray stained glass. The black dye is sent out these mechanical crafters to make the black glass. So it's easy. It's just time consuming. And what looks satisfying, by the way? Let's get the gray all the way up here. Just like that. And then this all needs to go. Farm. Oh, okay. So I think one of my favorite sounds is actually the composter. So there should be a lot of netherwort. Oh, these trees need to go. These trees need to go. There should be a lot of netherworts that is chilling in the vault that's ready to be thrown into the composter. Should I go do that so we can hear the sound? Oh, the wand thingy. The builder's wand. Okay. Alright, let's go hear that sound after I eat. Geronimo! Why did I take damage? So let's see how much is actually here. Hey, welcome! So there's 5,112 netherwort. Oh, I don't have my thing on me. We'll flip that around, and this should be a great sound. I'm surprised you live off bread. Yeah. I don't know why, but this is such a great sound to me. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then when we fly over here, look at the bone meal come in. Oh, that is great. Once this builds up a little bit of bone meal, how fast the white dye comes in, so much better than the bone meal. So we'll let this build up some bone meal real quick. I'll continue placing glass, and then I'll show you. It is time for me to go to bed though. So let's sleep so that it's nice and bright out. And then we need to go to the hole. Make sure there's no creepers around because creepers tend to sneak up on me there. Oh wait, hang on. How did I do this? I did do it. straight to the surface. So that means all that is taken care of. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The amount of Enderman griefing. Yeah. It's insane. You should see it. I don't know if I can go all the way down here fast enough, but if I make it down here fast enough, I'll show you the amount of grass blocks that are under here. These are all Endermen. I don't know where that one came from, but this is all Enderman. Do you know any ways to stop the griefing? There's mods and stuff. I just haven't installed them. I don't know if it's a mod or a data pack, but there is ways of doing it. I just haven't yet. Both. Okay. I still need to install that the replay mod that you told me about there, Austin. Gotta see end stone in the bottom of that thing one day. Yeah, probably. Even though the portal is kind of far away. If y'all want, I can do, yes, please. Please add that to season 3. You can do a poll if you want. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but if you want, do a poll, and then we'll see if people actually want it. These need to go. Oh, wrong axe. This tree needs to go. These more deforestation. Yay! This one needs to go a little too close. This one needs to go. This one needs to go. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Yeah, it's Reforged Play mod if you want the fort port. Yeah, I'll have to get that. I can't believe how much glass I misplaced. It's actually annoyingly a lot. You know what I should do? I should just not do it this way, and I should carve out an area underneath and then use my vein miner shovel, because that's the only vein miner. Well, vein miner shovel, vein miner axe, that's the only vein miner tools I have now, because I accidentally crafted them last stream. Crafted with them last stream. Crispy noise. Yes, it is a satisfying noise as well, until you break more than you want to break, and then it's just like, I've broken too much. Perfect though. Like, look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Gone. Glass is something I eat if it wasn't dangerous. I don't think that's a very good thing to say. You can get fake glass. You can. It's called sugar glass. You can eat sugar glass, I think. Made out of sugar. Yeah, I think you can actually eat that. Again, wouldn't recommend it, but I really want to get someone to start eating it in public. Yeah, y'all have fun with that. Y'all have lots of fun with that. I will not be partaking in that activity. Ah, oh, you son of a bitch. Perfect. Live off sugar glass. No. I don't think it's necessarily the brightest idea. Why? I knew this was gonna place too much. I don't know why I didn't place a block there. I'm crying. Crying. I'm just doing all the wrong things. But we get more of the crispy sounds. I'm so thankful that the portable drill does insta-mine glass as well, because if it didn't, this would be a bitch to remove. This would be so bad. Languagua. That's what I call it. Nah, I'm being a little more relaxed on my words. It's nice to kind of censor yourself a little bit if you want the younger audience, but based on my demographic, everyone who watches is between 18 and 35 for the most part. So it doesn't really make any sense for me to censor myself if my demographic is old enough and probably says the words to begin with. If that makes sense. Why did I say it would also be a fun one to munch on? I used to watch YouTube that swore, and TBH, quite vulgar as a kid. Yeah, I've done the same thing. I don't want that in my inventory. I don't want this in my inventory either. Let's place a block here, block here, block here, block here, and there. Now this all needs to go. Perfect. I don't know if y'all watch Smosh growing up. I did not. I have recently, well, not recently, within the past couple years, I've gotten more into their podcast. Smosh reads Reddit stories, Reddit comments. I don't know what it's called exactly. I think Smosh reads Reddit stories. I've gotten more into their podcast there. They were definitely not good for kids. Watch them. Yeah. Based on what they say in their podcast, I can definitely understand why. Whoa, hang on. I just had a revelation. This bit is done. Up to here. This is done with the glass. Oh, you do get the void effect, though. Kind of. I think I just used the wrong colors. I think if I should have gone with, like, purple to make that void effect. Now I need to fill this in like that. And hope it doesn't go badly. And then same thing with the gray. Oh, look at that. You're making good progress. Yes, I am. I definitely am making good progress. I need more gray. And then I will just take some more black. Yeah, we'll take from this one because that's the one we're taking from anyways. And then if I just put this in my offhand, I can do one of these numbers. And look at that. Now the glass will be placed all the way up to there in the pattern that it needs to be placed in. Yes, sir. Swap this over for black. Throw that out. Oh, that is wonderful. Again, swap this over for gray. Throw that out. Wonderful. Wonderful. The gray needs to go there. And there's that, and then there's that. There's a hole. Where? Where is there a hole? I'm not moving. I am not moving until you tell me where there's a hole. Actually, I'll go and free cam. I see it. Thank you. In front of you. That's... In front of you is very... That's wild, actually. Black. Gray. Black. Gray. Okay. Infant. Infant. So, let's go ahead and keep on the gray train here. And just keep placing this. I think I'm going to have to place underneath as well. But that's fine. We'll get that sorted out in a sec here. We'll get this all placed in. And then go back through and just as we need. That's when I will change it. Not change it. I will fix it down here. And then I'm going to fix what's down below first so that I don't miss it. And then once we get up to the top, that's when I'll fix what's up top. Like this. There can't be a hole there. Oh, I have to fix this right now. I have to fix this. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Did I just place it too thick? Did I just place one? Oh, I didn't. Thank God. Oh, that's nice. Cat in a box. A kitty cat in a box. So let's throw the black, and we are just going to completely fill my inventory chock full of the black. So it reaches as high as it needs to. Oh, but this is where there's a problem. This is definitely where there's a problem. Because there's that. How do I exactly do that? I don't know. Dabbing on those haters. Oh, that's funny. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. I suppose we take it one higher and then just kind of taper up, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good at building this type of stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll do it that way and call it good. I don't know. Honestly, I can't be bothered right now to figure that part out. I need to not go all the way down and just hit shift. Oh, this is so good. Yes, this is wonderful. And then over here too, this is a bit of a problem. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to do this one. So I'm thinking 2 and then 1. Yeah, that looks a bit more normal, I suppose. I suppose. And then let's see where exactly this is, where that is. Starting to kind of get a little thin, we might call it. Did not mean to do that. Let's see how it's looking so far. Any holes? I don't see any holes. Again, check that up top. And then we're gonna go down. Well, time to break out the drill again. The loading screen? Question mark? I'm not gonna bring it up, but I'm gonna bring it up. Hatter, if you're still here, thank you for not bringing up the one you're wanting. I know I just brought it up and did it to myself, but you know what? I don't even care. The loading screen might be the new one. Alright, guys. Quick water break. Of all 4 people that are here, I need everyone to tell me what they have next to you. What do you have next to you to drink? Everyone. I need to know before I can move. We got air frying, heating up, spicing McDonald's nuggets. That's not to drink. That's not, you can't drink spicy chicken nuggets heating up in an air fryer. Okay, so you got tea. I'll drink my nuggets. You'll drink your nuggets. That's not how that works. Well, I need everyone to drink some water. As much as some might say water is gross, I need you to drink some water. Because I just took a quick water break and I've done it again. You've got a massive jug of water as usual. Okay. Okay. I see you. Okay. So let's place the right color in this time. Ay! Gosh, I just did it again. Let's try this one more time. What would you do? Wait. Put it so far away. WHYD. I don't know what WHYD means. Up, 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 up. Well, it's in the kitchen. Okay. Why would? Left it in the kitchen. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get a little bit of this. Something like that, I suppose. Yep, looks good to me. And then we will just place that in like that. And hope for the best. I'm actually getting sick and tired of this glass. Like, very sick and tired of it. Because all it wants to do is place wrong. Oh, WHYD is why would. Okay. Why would you put it so far away? That means I have to get out of bed. Oh. Well, go get out of bed and get something to drink. Or don't. I guess, actually. Maybe it's better that you don't. Send on any. No, we need this to not make the same mistake. Put this in my offhand. Gosh. Stay dehydrated. No, that is not the philosophy. That is not the motto. We do not hashtag stay dehydrated. Why? 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 How many times am I gonna do this wrong? Okay, I hate you, but whatevs. You do it to yourself. Yeah, listen. God. Just, yeah, I'm gonna watch you slowly burn, bitch. I need to extend off any. So you directed towards Suki, but yes, you also do it to yourself. Haha, yeah, I do. I definitely do. So that needs to be there. That needs to be there. And then if I bring this up, and then I'm jumping around like a kangaroo. Ooh, I should try to build one of those. I should build a kangaroo. I should build a kangaroo. I don't know why, but at some point I'm gonna build a kangaroo. I think a kangaroo would be You should take a break from glass. No, I have to get this done. And the kangaroo is gonna be way too big to build in one stream. And as for how I'm gonna build a kangaroo, I have no idea. But I know where I'm gonna build it. I already know where I'm gonna build it. Why would I build a kangaroo? I don't know. I have no idea why. It just popped in my mind. Like, I said I was hopping like a kangaroo, and then all of a sudden, now I want to build a kangaroo. So, I don't really know. Not gonna lie. Good answer, yes. You know, I actually said, and why, you might ask, before I even saw that you asked why. Ooh. Maybe. Ooh. I kind of do want to take a break, but like, nah, we're so close. All I have to do, based on what the stream promises, the title, is get the glass placed. And then I can do the details at the next stream that I do on this world. Which I don't know how long that'll be until the next stream is because of the SMP. But that's fine. That gives me time to actually do the work on the back end that I was supposed to during the mini season. And I just never did. Is it safe for me to place this all the way in? It is not. So we are gonna go up one, and then one, and then one, and then like that. Looks good to me. Don't exactly know what I'm building, but it looks good to me. And now we follow this all the way around. Just like that. And now if we put this in my offhand and do that, now we have a nice little... Oh. Well, I guess that followed the contour that I didn't want it to follow, but... And then we're gonna bring this one back a couple, and then this one back one, and this one back two, I guess. No, we'll bring this one back one. Cool beans. Sorry, all the grass must go. I hate grass. I hate grass. But in real life, I like grass. I like mowing my lawn. Sorry, I just hate Minecraft grass. Don't know why I got so excited when I said grass. So I'm thinking we do something a little bit like this. And then up with it like that, and then follow that down. Yeah, we'll call that good there. The grass looks nice. The grass is, in my opinion, too noisy. That's why I don't like it. Oh, I think I figured out why I was having problems placing this in without placing in extra. The Builder's Wand is a curse and a blessing at the same time. Like... I'm literally at a loss for words on how many times I've actually done that. Like, a loss for words. Place the black in, and then you know what? We're just gonna full send, never doubt. It's because it's so repetitive. Yeah, probably right. And then I think we're gonna have two there. And then I just want to make sure I got the black stained glass in my hand. That looks natural-ish. That doesn't look horrible. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look horrible, though. Natural-ish. Don't even know what I'm talking about. And then place the black there. Black here. Gray. Like that, and then we'll just raise this up one as well. So just like that. That is absolutely perfecto. And now I have gray where the gray doesn't belong, and black, and no black, I should say, where the black belongs. Okay, black. black. Place that in. Does that look good? Yes, it does. Place that in. Does that look good? Yes, it does. Now black. Perfect. So if I go ahead and just place this in by hand a little bit, we should be good, right? Right? Maybe I should start placing this in with a different mode on the builder's wand. I think that's what I'll do. So place this so that it is a vertical, and then all I have to do is follow the lines. Yes, all I have to do is follow the lines. So I want to place this back to vertical column. And then I should be making it all the way to the bottom. Yes, I am. Get out of here. Because you're going to stop me from hitting the blocks that I need. This is so much slower, though. What if I just went ahead and placed in all of the corners? Before, oh, here comes the train. My apologies on that, guys. You're gonna hear that. I haven't figured out how to filter it out yet. Even though I should, by this time, know how to filter out background noise. I don't. Which is very unfortunate. So I've asked in previous streams if people can hear the train, and they said yes. Part of the problem is the fact that my windows aren't soundproof. Like, they're really, really old windows. So when I hear the train, even with my headset on, it sounds like the window's open, even though it's not, which is really bad for drafts. Oh, you should have fallen off. Yeah, it's really bad for drafts, which is really one of the worst things about living in a house that's 200 years old. You just kind of have to deal with it. I'm gonna have to do some major work with this area. I am not dealing with that right now. It's not too loud. Yeah, I would love for it to be non-existent. I'm not gonna lie, because it was non-existent with my previous mic, but this one is a lot more consistent when it comes to actual sound, of course, because that's what a microphone does. But it's just, even though it has these, we'll call it quirks, I don't know if I would change anything. When I lived in central London, I had to deal with constant police sirens like every few minutes. Yeah. So I have train tracks in my backyard, and I live like not even a baseball throws away from the fire department. So it's nice in case anything happens. They're going to be here super, super fast. But the sirens are very loud. And it's also the police station as well. So that means anytime that there's police that get called out, I hear the sirens go off. Anytime that there's a fire, I hear the sirens go off. Anytime there's an ambulance, I hear the sirens go off. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. If they got in their trucks and drove to my house, it's literally like a 15-second drive. If that. So, big chillin' if there's a fire, definitely. Great for sound? No. But, you know how it be. We want this to be a vertical. Oh, shoot. They could just spray water from the fire station. They probably could. They probably could. Oh, what is this? I have so much of this to still do. So black. We just gonna fill this in like this. I probably should have switched the mode that I'm using, but it is what it is. We gonna throw that gray or that black out. And then not accidentally misclick, because if I accidentally misclick, that means I have to redo just one section. So that's not actually that bad. Is this the last one that I have to do? Ouch! Oh my god. Well, I guess I take a nap now. We want the black. We want this to be thrown out. Oh, and while I'm down here, we can see how much bone meal we have. Alright, so I do have bone meal here, which I only have 14 of. Which means we're getting these guys. But the big one is, why are you not moving? Thank you. Did I just see that correctly? No, I thought one of the nether warts didn't go into the system. How much is there still? Come here, come here. There's only 4, so all 5,000 have gone through. And we have 691. Not a great return, not gonna lie. But we take the bone meal, and we put that in this one here. And now we can see just how fast the white dye goes up. Oh, that is nice. That is so nice. You can see all of our bone meal has already been dispensed. But the amount of white dye we're getting, just how consistently it's going up. So nice. So nice. Yeah. Quite fast, actually. It's because every one of these mechanical crafters is crafting the white dye. That's just, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. And you can see just how fast they're getting removed too. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So that is wonderful. Now, the only problem is only these 4 are creating them now. So we can't really go any faster now. I just choked on ice cream. Ooh, yeah, I do that sometimes. I do that. Sometimes I choke on air. Sound like such a dumbass when I said that. Sometimes I do choke on air, though. I'm not going to lie. We are making great progress. I haven't seen these walls ever look complete. Not quite complete yet, though. Alright. Now, if we just come over here, and what we're actually going to do, since we don't need any more gray, we are going to take the gray out and just fill our backpack full of the black. And then we can switch this to any, and just like that, it should fill it completely up. Oh, that is wonderful. And we used, what, 2 stacks of glass from that? Oh, but that is our problem. So let's bring this down like that. Not here. Let's bring that down like that, and then that should solve that problem. We're just gonna go for it. Oh, so good. So good. Now we have to come down here, though, because if we don't, we are going to miss things like that. And unfortunately, I got to break my way out. Actually, what I can do is I can just put a piece of glass here and then fill that in. And then if we just break we can break this as we go. Yeah, we're not going to do it that way. This is a stupid way to do it. We're going to go back to placing it with the verticals. So if vertical. And then we're just going to break this too to make it a little easier. So now I can just do this. Yeah, this is way better than doing it the other way. Because now it's also guaranteeing me that I hit all the way down. So let's go ahead and place this in like that. Ooh, I almost fell. Luckily for me, if I do fall, it doesn't really matter. Something that I was going to mention earlier but forgot is I eventually am going to be turning my storage system into an AE2 storage system, since that's in this mod pack and I've never played with it before. I just am not quite ready to do that with the stuff that Create and all the add-ons do for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Put shaders on. Oh my god. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about shaders. Wow, this looks really cool from up here with shaders. Oh, just look at me looking over. Okay, that is so cool. That is so cool. The lag. Whoa, 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 lag. I'm not feeling any lag on my end. It's got motion blur. That looks so cool. I don't know how I can turn motion blur off. Mods. I don't think it would be in this one. It would be here. CD, EFG. Oh, wait. Yes, it is not in here. Yeah, I'm not feeling any lag. Where would be shaders settings? Where would shader settings be? Go video settings. Okay. Oh, shader packs. Solus, shader pack settings. Oh, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I'm looking for motion blur. So I did find, would it be under lighting? Entity shaders off, shader distance. Enable shadows to become blurred depending on the blocker distance. Color shaders. Do you guys know what we're looking for here? Because I just want motion blur to be off. I'm gonna look it up. How to turn off motion blur in the Solus v1.6 .zip texture pack in Minecraft. Don't get updates. Adjust the shader settings within Minecraft, as motion blur is usually a post-processing shader effect rather than part of the texture pack itself. Shader options. If Solus is paired with shaders, the motion blur is likely in shader settings. Go to options, video settings, shaders. Shader pack settings should be motion blur, at least on other shaders is usually just motion blur settings. Yeah. Click shader options, look for a menu labeled post processing effects or motion blur. So post effects. Via TAA setting. Sometimes motion blur is caused by temporal anti-aliasing settings. I don't know if I said that right. Set the max frames to the lowest value. So what if I just turn that off? Now if I hit K, failed to load, please report an error to the shader develop. Okay, so shaders has been developed because I turned that off. That is lovely. So post effects, TAA back on, apply. Okay, so it's clearly on. Does it tell me what TAA is? No, it does not. Might not be able to on the shader specifically. Yeah. I hope we can. If you're using a PvP client with this pack, open the client mod menu. No, we're not. If you're using a standalone motion blur mod, a Forge mods folder, close Minecraft. Nope. Alright, so maybe I can't with this one. Anywho, what if I don't actually know. Just overall brightness. Ooh, what if we like raise the overall brightness to like 1? Oh wait, no. I need to click apply before I do that. What does it do? Ooh. Doesn't seem to have liked that. Shaders disabled. Okay. So yeah, I think I just can't change many of the settings. Change this back to 0. Apply. Done. Done. Runs well and looks nice. Yeah. I just wish the motion blur wasn't on because it makes me sick looking at it. But what is really cool to look at in shaders, this is really cool to look at. Like, oh, that's great. Oh, I just remembered. Oh, we have so much obsidian. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is yeah, I don't know if I really want to do this. Oh, I have this magnet on. I'm curious as to see how much obsidian this actually is, because I don't feel like counting it and doing the math. I'll just empty it this way. And I'm getting obsidian for a build that it was suggested to me because the chipped variants of the obsidian, ooh, they look nice. Oh, Austin, can I show you? Whoa, that's a lot. Can I show you? Do you remember the straw that I wanted to add? It is technically a create add-on, but I wanted to add it on the server. It was voted down by you guys, like internally. There was no poll for it. So all it does, you can pull lava from anywhere, pump it out, and then directly into blaze burners. So all of these blaze burners have, you can see they have little hats. These little hats up top. They don't normally have them. And I can show you what they normally look like over here. So let me take this out of my offhand, and apparently you cannot pick up blaze burners by shifting. But this is what they normally look like. This is what a normal blaze burner looks like. And then if I have any straws, I don't think I have any on me. I do think I have some in my storage system somewhere though. If I come up here, my very disorganized storage system. Where might they be? I know I have some somewhere. Thought they were in here somewhere. Anyways. How do I make a straw again? And do a roller. Ugh. I have them though. I know I have them. Where did I put them? Oh, don't tell me. The one time that I'm actually looking for them. I don't know where they are. No, not in there. Not in there. Not in there. I know I have them. Now I just want to find it to prove myself right, that I know I have them. Do you guys see straws? At all? I don't know what this is. In here? Okay. No. In here? No. There are so many containers. I know. I know, and it got really out of hand very quickly. That's why I built the storage system that I built, but I haven't had a chance to fully finish it yet. So now I'm looking one by one every container to try to find these straws that I know I have more of that I did not see in my backpack. I know I have more. But I can probably sneak the add-on in quite high on the mod count, 180. But if it's a minor thing, I'm sure it won't be much. So yes, the only thing it does. Oh yeah, this is the obsidian, the polished obsidian. Very nice. The only thing it does is it allows you to take lava and feed it directly into a blaze burner instead of having a spout that fills up a bucket that a mechanical arm picks up and then puts in a blaze burner and then has to empty off put the empty bucket on another belt that runs it back into the spout for it to be picked up again. And if you have a lot of these steam engines, I would need at least one mechanical arm per boiler. And then from there, I would need 4 or 5 buckets going around at all times. I probably would do 9 just so that there's 1 bucket guaranteed for each blaze burner. And then you have to have the speed because the mechanical arms are slower than the pipes. But let's see. Oh, I can't pick that up because then lava's gonna come flying out. Do I swear I know I have straws somewhere. Yes, there they are. Yeah, it might help with the... Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, when I was telling Lava about it, and then he said it got turned down, I was a little upset. So this is what a normal blaze burner looks like, and then you give it a straw, it turns into that. And then the only difference between the two is this one you can pump lava into directly with a pipe. This one you need to pump lava into via mechanical arm buckets in a spout. Which I'm actually going to put that on all of them, and then yeah, pretty simple actually. And it doesn't have to look like this. This is a bit spaghetti mess because I've added stuff to this over time. Like these 3 lava pits or lava containers are only feeding this because I thought it would solve a speed problem, which it didn't. But all 27 of these blaze burners are getting fed off of one input down here. So it gets pumped directly out of the lava tank down here and into each blaze burner. That's literally all you need. And if it's an infinite source already, you don't even need the lava tank. I just put the lava tank there for aesthetics. I think it looks cooler. But yes. My walls are done. And then this is just going to be straight across with the polished cut andesite columns. It's going to be straight across here. But I need to do this with the wall over here. Anywho's. Is there anything else you're wondering about, Austin? Because I might actually have something that I can show you if there's something you're wondering on. Like create-wise. If not, that is where I'm going to be ending the stream. Because I'm getting tired. I'm hungry. And this... Oh, wait. So, let's put this back over here on the gray. And then let's put this back over here on the black. Not that I can think of right now specifically, but I definitely have more questions at some point in the future. Absolutely. Do not hesitate to let me know. Now I get the pleasure of moving all of this glass over. When the season starts, I'll probably come bother you to come help me with crate machines. Yes, I am very much aware that I'm probably going to be bothered quite a bit when it comes to people asking for help, which, not a problem. Now, you do have to bear with me as well, as this is the one and only world I've played with Create, but I'm able to do things like this and like this. And like there's so much experience here. And I'm able to do things like this. And like my storage system. So if... Yeah, I do tend to go crazy on things as well. Like, just for example, my storage system can store 215 million items, and that's not even at full capacity. That's if I only put 4 emerald storage upgrades the entire time. So I definitely understand what you say. You go a little crazy. Let's be using it to gather resources to build. Yeah, it is very useful for that. With base create, I don't think you can automate as much as I can automate, because like I can make diamonds. If you want to see the process, I need coal. Make coal, or no, it's charcoal. Turns into charcoal, and then that is used. No, I think it's coal. Can be crafted. I don't know. There's a way to make diamonds. If I go to diamond. So you get a diamond by diamond shards, or okay, I don't know why it's not showing it. Rough diamonds. You get that by compressed coal block. You get a compressed coal block by 4 hot coal blocks. You get a hot coal block by superheating a blaze burner in a mixer with a block of coal. But it's the chances of getting it is not very high. Like, there's 4 of that. There's a whole process. Anyways. Yeah, there's some very confusing processes, but you will see me build it at some point. It is part of the future plan to build a machine dedicated to just diamonds. And can you make netherite? For some reason, I think you can. Netherite sheet, netherite nugget. Is there a netherite nugget? Create recycling. No, I want to know. Okay, what is the rough diamond? Because whatever mod that the rough diamond is, FXNT bits and bobs. FXNT FX. Am I dumb? I might be dumb. FXNT. Oh, I need to type at FXNT. So yeah, uncompressed netherite dust. Netherite dust. So you get netherite dust by cinderflower and powdered obsidian. Superheated. What can you use this for? Nugget of experience, spout a lava and press it into an 88% chance of netherite scrap. Which, this actually isn't hard. Powdered obsidian is just crushing obsidian. So that's actually... I can make netherite right now. Well, I don't have blaze cakes. Spout lava and a blaze cake base, which is cinderflower, sugar, and eggs. That's gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a problem. But I need to completely get rid of all of the gray. I would like to figure out why some of this glass is not being put away. There we... You know what? I don't want this glass. I don't need it. We're done with that. We don't need that. And then take that out. We'll get rid of all of the gray first, and then we'll do the black. And then... It's been a while. I haven't logged in recently. Oh, well, welcome, Plope. Unfortunately, you did miss all of the stream. But, do a little quick recap. So we started over on this wall, roughly like 3/4 of the way done with placing all the glass in. In the last stream, I went ahead and dug out the entire bit of land here, all the way down to there. And then today I placed in all of this glass. Roughly, well, actually, I will be able to tell you exactly how much I placed. And now that does include all the mix-ups that I had. So you gotta kind of bear with me on that one. But once I get all this glass out of my inventory, I can do some quick math and tell you exactly how much glass I placed today. Let me get this out of my inventory. But I need to run... Gosh darn it, I need to stop pressing that while pressing control. I keep pressing escape and control at the same time, and it's bringing that up. So I need to come over here to see... Alright, so 229,000 is the max with diamond storage upgrades. So I started with 229,000 of each color. So 229 minus 181. That don't sound right. Apparently that's only 48,000 black glass. So we'll copy that, and then one... Nope, it's... What was it? It was 229. 229 minus 196. 33 plus... Paste. So 81,000 glass. So that's 81,000 glass. Pretty much. A little bit up there. Pretty much just these two walls. Now, there was a suggestion to do something, I'm going to call it exotic because I don't know what else to call it. This area here that is... Well, okay. So it was 81,000, but I had the builder's wand, and I can place 2 stacks of glass with a single click. So, and it's not very, like, mind intensive. I'll call it. It's just click, 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 fly up, click, 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 fly up, click, 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 fly up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very repetitive, doing the same thing over and over and over. But yes, this spot here that is not filled in with glass is, it's either going to be an aquarium or maybe like a zoo or a library or something that can fit in this area that would look pretty good with all of the glass around as well. And I think the fact that it is there does break it up very nicely, especially with these buildings aren't going to be any higher and the future buildings aren't going to be any taller either. So just imagine another building or another 2 buildings here, different colors just like these ones, bright colors just like these 2, with like an aquarium or with a zoo or with something. I don't actually know what I want to put in here yet. So if you guys have any ideas, definitely let me know. And it doesn't matter if it's in this stream or another stream or on a video. Definitely feel free to leave your comments and let me know what you think I should put in this video, in this this area here. And it doesn't have to be confined to just this space here. Just this space here. Height-wise, yes. But length-wise, not necessarily. Like, this can go out because there's nothing back here. There's nothing else back here. So it doesn't really matter how far out we go. And once we get past a certain point, it doesn't matter how far up we go. Flower shop. I would use some cities from Michigan for inspiration. Like a flower shop in this area? And city? What do you exactly mean by that? There are buildings that are older that look similar. Oh, you're saying for these. Ooh, okay. I don't mind that at all, because this kind of does have an industrial feel to it. Like, these 2 buildings very much feel industrial to me. And then we have that one over there that also feels industrial. And then this one definitely is industrial. I mean, we even got like the uprights and all that stuff too. Metal girders, all that stuff. So this one's definitely industrial. We got the train right here. Ooh, I like that idea. I can show you, but there's a lot of industrialized buildings. I'll have to take a look. I will have to definitely take a look. Yes, I currently don't have any way for people to reach out to me. Like, I don't have any social medias or anything. Maybe I'll have to set up something to get some Instagram or Facebook or something. I will not be using Twitter. Absolutely not. I don't want Twitter. I don't want X, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely not. But maybe I'll have to set up something for people who want to send me ideas. That might be a cool way to get some more interactions, if you know what I mean. But now I have roughly too much obsidian on me. So let's get that taken care of. Let's get the deep slate out of here. The sand, the logs, the tuff, the andesite. What else? What else? What else? The normal glass? I don't know if I brought that box back. Oh, the sand I need to bring back. And the glass I also need to bring back. Alright, we'll just, we'll leave it there for the storage. Not bad. So currently, I need to make sure my magnet is off. It is. Currently, we have That's not obsidian. 5,500. And that'll go to, what, 45,000? Just look at how fast that's going. Oh, that's so nice. So let's go back home and let's get, you know what? No, let's go to the hole. And why is that not rendered in? Come on, render in. I think we want to go up here to the highest point possible to get the best view possible. No, we want down here. Turn the shaders on. Wait for it to load. Oh, it doesn't look that good during the... Does not look that good right now. But no, it looks great actually. Alright guys. This is where I am ending stream. I appreciate everyone who showed up. Appreciate your support. Appreciate spending your time with me. You guys mean the world to me. My name is XTman405. Peace!